Today, we live in a world where hustle culture teaches us to be on the get-go every single time, where taking breaks off equals being lazy, where sitting back to figure out and understand demands of God placed on your life is seen as you just being lazy, is seen as you wasting time. And if care is not taken, family members might even see it as cause for concern. It tells us if you don't have a certain amount of money in your bank account at age 20, 20 something, basically in your 20s, if you cannot afford to buy all of those designers your mates can afford, if you cannot afford to buy those trendy outfits, it just basically means you're not working enough or you're not hustling enough. You're backward in life. It tells us every single time, oh, hustle, 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 there is no time. Your mates are far ahead of you. No time, no time. Your pace is too slow. And as a result, pressure is being mounted so hard on us to become not what the Lord has created us to become or what He has called us to become, but what the word presents. I am Ajuma Idoko. I am 24 years old and I am currently learning to slow down in my 20s. This one I'm very, very passionate about because a lot of people have missed it, and also because I saw it try to come to play in my life where I started beating myself so hard for not hitting the heights that the people in the age bracket as I am have been able to hit. And even the people that are far ahead of me, these are the people I look up to. I started comparing my life's progress with theirs when they were still at the age that I'm currently at. Instead of seeking God's face to have Him drive my life and have Him direct my path into the destiny He has created for me, I invested all of my time into looking into people's lives to see what is going on in their lives, what is not going on in their lives, and how I can match up with their lifestyles or even go above their lifestyles, forgetting the fact that we all have different times in this life. We all have different scores. We all have different journeys in this life. Forgetting that David never lost a battle because he constantly sought the face of God. He recognized that there is no way in this life he would have been able to navigate and he would have been able to go fight battles without God having his back. Unlike Saul, on the other hand, most of the time he sought God's face. He never really waited to hear from God. He would move ahead of time. I think it just gave a signal of, oh, I got this. I can do this on my own. I can handle my life. And that is what most of us do. And if we act that way, what we do not know is that God pulls away because He will never force Himself on you. He lets you do you. Just do whatever. Whenever you're ready to come back, I'm always here waiting. One thing I noticed in talking to God constantly about every single thing is that I started learning to trust Him the more as I get to see Him manifest Himself in my life through answered prayers, through prophecies that have actually come to play or come to pass in my life. And as a result, I started building my confidence around God with the understanding that He drives my life. And with that understanding, I got to see that this whole life's journey is so individualistic. Your timeline is different from another person's timeline. Your lane is different from another person's lane. And I'm not even going to lie, there are times where I get angry or get frustrated or just not happy and where I question things, not God. I question things when they do not go the way I had planned. But at the same time, the Bible says it is of man to plan, but God has the final say. With all of this understanding, I've been able to, be so grounded that I don't get easily moved or easily distracted by what is going on in the other person's life. I constantly self-reflect. And by God, it is easy to spot when slowly moving off track. And with His help, I'm able to fit myself back in line. As mentioned earlier, there was this time in my life where I invested so much time in comparing myself with others, what is going on in their life, what is not going on in my own life, what they can afford, what I could not afford, what they could get for themselves, and what I could not get for myself. And then I started beating myself so hard and telling myself, oh, I do not hustle enough, I'm too lazy, I'm too this, I'm too that. I thought I was getting late in life, so I started trying so many things. And one thing with trying so many things at the same time, there was no focus. It was out of impatience. I was not patient enough to just carry on one task for a long period of time, to give it my all and see it grow and develop into something. There was no even timeline to try this for 1 year. It was a thing of, if you're not ready to work for me, I move to the next. With every single thing I tried, I'll just try for a very short period of time. If it just seems like it is not yielding the kind of results I would want it to, within a very short period of time I had marked for it to work or to yield, I just let it go and move to the next. So I tried a couple of things, so many things that I just did not give my all to. And God just started placing in my heart how I've been so patient. And truly, I started understanding that I do not focus on the thing a lot. I started seeing the essence of really focusing on one thing, giving your all to that particular thing and seeing it grow. And that was how I finally decided to start into, as it could help me grow, it could help me learn resilience. It could help me learn patience. It could help me learn to focus and grow and build something from scratch into something very beautiful, something that blossoms and yield fruit over time. So these are some of the things that have helped me really slow down in my 20s. I'm still learning to slow down because there are times where I try to move too fast and just faster than the pace God has designed for me. I would say seeking God's face, building your confidence in God, trusting Him to drive your life. Patience is another thing you have to really learn to adopt. Just be patient with yourself, kind to yourself. Try your best as much as possible not to be too hard on yourself. Self reflect, to constantly put yourself in check. Focus on a particular task, on that assignment God has given you. And one big tip I would share is that instead of going for money, 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 if you keep going for money, money every single time, it is very, very easy to miss it. It's very, very easy to lose it. It is very easy to move off the track. Focus on growth, focus on progress, and slowly hitting milestones than just trying to go on in. This is it for this video. Thank you for watching this far. Give this video a thumbs up and leave in the comments if this video was helpful to you in one way or the other. I hope this video was a reminder to trace your steps back into God's original plan for your life. Subscribe if you want to. Bye. See you in the next. See you in the next.